Right, good evening everybody. Welcome back to VP4TV. Welcome to Bill, Semi-Pro, whoever else is out there. We've got two more matches to go. This is a hot seat match. Good afternoon, good evening to Spud Boy. And it's the usual suspects in the hot seat match. We've got Cobra from England, from the UK, against Albinario, battling it out to see who gets there. Race to 19. Cobra's worst nightmare is beating Albinario tonight, only to have to beat him again, or to maybe lose to him in a final. You know, that'd be his worst nightmare. But Spectre Dawn might have something to say about that. Well, if you didn't see last night's match with Spectre Dawn and Matt, it'd be well worth a look. But not if you're Matt, not if you're looking at the final rack, because that was a nightmare as well. And it was the old Albinario 6-ball cut. In this case for Matt, it was the 8-ball cut. Very similar shot and very similar result, and both of them happened against Spectre Dawn. And that gifted the win in the final rack to Spectre Dawn. Just give me a second, I'm going to do a quick tab. Well, Steve said he was going to be here, but he's still not there. Well, he's arrived in the lobby, so he may well be booting up his Discord now. Well done to Larry. I see Larry had a 3-1 win against Chiku, and I think Albinario was right when he said that Chiku wasn't as hot at Cowboy as how good he is at caroms on the billiard table, and he was right enough. I watched a little bit of it, and Chiku finding it difficult to adapt from the speed of the billiard table to the 10-foot table, you know, with a much slower cloth. And Larry done him 3 racks to 1, so a good win for Larry, good start. Right, I'm going to do one more tab. Good afternoon, good evening to Steve.
Good afternoon, good evening. Do I sound okay?
You sound fine to me.
Okay, let me know if I start stepping on you. There may be a little more lag because I'm connected to the UK right now, so I can watch the indie stream.
You're connected to the UK.
Yeah, so I can watch the indie stream on Sky Sports.
All right.
Because here you can only watch it on TV.
Oh, I didn't know
unless you
that.
have.
I didn't know that that they showed that in Sky Sports. Not that I've got Sky Sports. I haven't had it for years.
Yeah. No, it's on their YouTube site. They're streaming it for free.
Ah, well. What's Semi-Pro saying? So who do you think is favourite for the Cowboy? Or who's...
Dude, I don't know. Maybe that guy called Hugh?
Well, I think it's an open tournament, but you've got to play sensibly. The problem with me is I don't play sensibly. I'm in it for a laugh. But I mean, Cobra will be looking to defend it, but he could easily get taken down at any time. So he could. There's a number of people in it could beat him, but they've got to play sensible and tight as well. You know, protect the points. So if you start playing loose like I do, you're going to lose them an awful lot more than you're going to gain them.
So you're basically telling me you're the stub of Cowboy.
Oh yeah, I do. I mean, VP Monster will tell you. I go for my shots. Right, Albinario's in the house. Well, if Cobra's going to lose it tonight, it won't be for the fact that he didn't get any practice in, because he's been in most of the day. I've looked in, and he's been getting plenty of practice. Albinario's just showing up and going to wing it like he always does. And
yeah, well, you know, I mean, this match could go either way. I mean, Albin's got a little better touch, I think, but Cobra's got some intangibles, and you know, really, a lot of it's gonna come down to who breaks well. Given both players play well, I think it's gonna come down to the break.
Well, Albinario's got his stats to keep up because he's there only is 3 left in the tournament now, and he's the best percentage break wise. He's got to keep up that level. Welcome to Mark.
What is going on here? Yeah, I mean, I guess, who did you say the break stats favor right now?
Oh, Albinario's he's the only one that's got a ball in the break.
So
Right.
that's, you know, that gives them an edge right there.
Because Cobra's lacking there, and so is Spectre Dawn. Right, here we go.
Yeah.
Race to 19.
Tough match.
I'll be in the right.
Tough match to call. Let's see. Bill says Cobra's winning this, but Albie's winning the war. So Cobra gets the battle and Albie gets the war. And Semi-Pro said 1915 Albie.
Well,
Bill says predicting the loser of this match will win the whole thing.
Well, I almost got my prediction right last night. It just all went wrong for me in the second last shot of the match.
Now, did you see that break? That breaks a winner in a lot of 9-ball tournaments, because a lot of 9-ball tournaments play that the 9-ball doesn't count in the 2 bottom pockets, like where the rack is. But in any other pocket it goes in, it counts. So in a lot of tournaments, that would have been a winner right there, because it went in the upper corner.
Well, I was just saying that, Mark. That you know, when I said that, you know, if you're playing Chiku, I think you have to get to 91st. Well, Larry certainly got to 91st in the first rack before I went to bed. And I presume he did fairly well in the rest of them. He lost 1 rack, but Chiku clearly does struggle to adapt from the billiard table down to the speed of the normal 10-foot table. Andy was struggling to find his lines for the caroms as well, which was surprising to me.
Well, I got to believe Albin was playing safe there on that first shot and didn't execute it. I don't think he was playing the carom.
Oh dear. Well, that's gone wrong. Cobra better get them out of the way pretty quickly.
Early match jitters.
Well, Albinario is going to be out here, stating the obvious, but it is on his break.
Yeah, but this, you know, as a player, when you first come into something, there's some nerves, and you know, you're trying to get a feel for playing, and having a table like this is nice because there's really not anything difficult, so it gives you a chance to just get in the rhythm and start feeling good about your game.
I forgot the 8-ball was up the table there. I couldn't quite see it because of the pocket. Forgot it was there. Well, Albie needs... He either needs to stop this cue ball stone dead on the 8-ball to play this 9 on the side, or he needs an angle, so he'll just be stopping it, I would think.
Yeah, a lot of people may not agree with this, but I feel like the way you feel at the table is the most important thing. If you know how to play, then I think a lot of it's how you feel. Some people might say being confident, but I like to say how you feel, because if you feel good and you're comfortable and you're in rhythm, I think that's when players play their best.
Well, there's a nice little combo set up. You cannot miss on that combo.
Yeah. And the 5-ball should sit, so this is the rack he should be out on. This is the whole shot. The whole rack right here is this shot.
Yeah,
He's
well,
got to get on the 3, and he's got to decide whether he's going to come above it and play the combo or go on the other side, which is tricky because of the 8-ball.
yeah, I think he'll just play it safe and go up into the table. Oh dear.
Well, and he missed it trying
Well,
to play it that way. You know,
now,
the other option was actually going past the 8 and try to play the 3 in the side, and if you roll too far, you've got it in the other corner.
Cobra's not going to do anything crazy here, like try and stun into the 6 and 7 and crazy things should happen with the cue ball doing that. No, I don't think he's going to fall into that trap.
Yeah, he's going to play the same shot Albin did, and this is going to be a little tricky, getting a shot on the 3-ball.
Well, I think if he cuts it to the rail and chips the 5, the 3 ball's got to come off the rail and out.
Yeah, he can't hit this easy. He's got to hit it with some pace, and he hit it easy.
And he ended up hitting the ball. The 3 ball hit the 5 too thick.
Yeah, he needed to hit that with some speed and get the 3-ball to come out of there. I don't know that I don't think
double kisses on though, isn't it?
Maybe a double kiss carom on the 5. This is a little sketchy, really.
Yeah, I think it's odds on for a double kiss.
I don't like that. I think he's going to try to play safe, and that's not.
Well,
given the situation, that's not terrible. I mean, he's going to get safed up here, but I mean, given what he had, he didn't have a whole lot there.
This is getting kicked in every day.
Oh yeah, that's true.
He's kicking this in. I mean, he's looking around, but that's what he's going to be doing.
Yeah.
Shame about that, Grayson Murray.
He needs to hit the rail first here.
Well, this is good. Oh, watch the cue ball though.
I think he barely got the rail first because he needed the cue ball to come out, and he needed to hit for a little further up the rail, I think.
Who's
it did
Grayson
hit rail
Murray,
first,
Mark?
just not. He's a golfer.
Oh, right, I saw that. Yeah, he's about 30 years old or something. I didn't know his name.
Yeah.
He fell a little while he was playing a round of golf, wasn't he? He was in a tournament and I think he had to pack it in. Well, Cobra may well be getting a big reprieve here.
Yeah, I mean, I expect him to hit this ball. We'll see whether he can come out with a roll. I mean, unless you're Efren, this is mainly just try to hit it solid, because trying to get an edge on this is a little tough, and that's pretty well done.
He's going to leave it on.
Just need a little more speed. He hit that a little light. You know, you're in this situation and you can't control the where the 4-ball is going to go. You know, in that situation there, you probably want to hit a little more speed and try to get the balls to separate more.
Has he got enough room to get there? Yes, he has. He's dead straight, so just a little nip back. But he had the angle to go forward and across, so that's fine.
Yeah. I like the forward like that.
Good evening, good afternoon to Slim.
And that shows some growth with Cobra. He's a pull-back guy, but he went forward, and I think that's showing he's trying to play more reliable ways.
Well, they both made their mistakes early on. That needs to keep going, because he doesn't want it to be awkward. And this is still awkward, because he's tight to the rail pretty much.
Yeah, I don't expect him to miss this, but it's certainly more missable than straight in.
Well, it didn't say anything like that on the bit I was reading. It just said that he actually, I think he didn't complete a round or something. I don't know. Maybe I read it wrong.
And Slim coming in with his unique perspective on things.
Yeah, these guys have met. It's Cobra's sick of the sight of Albinario, I can tell you that.
It's almost like it's WWE, isn't it? Well, This is tricky here. I might push out here. This is tricky. I don't know what he's going to do here. I'd be pushing out.
Oh, he's trying to nip. That's very, very well played.
Yeah, that was really well played.
That was a
that was
lovely
not
touch.
easy. That was not easy at all. That was a beautiful save.
Yeah, he withdrew from the Charles Schwab challenge, yeah. Well, that's just proof that money doesn't buy you everything.
Well, he's had a lot of problems with depression, anxiety, and substance abuse, and he looked like he was getting his stuff together this year, but obviously that wasn't 100%.
Well, this is a big shot here to get anywhere near this 2-ball. I mean, he might take his medicine and try and come down and play the 2-7 combo rather than trying to be over elaborate. I mean, he's looking to run rails here and trying to get into a gap. Well, he's found a bump, and that will work perfect. Okay, you know, you're playing for a bit of a role there, getting that, but he's right on the money, although he's a bit straight. He'll just probably kill it and play it long, yeah. Well, everything that could have went wrong with that shot there never happened. It all just fell into place, got a nice bump, sitting pretty in the 2, and now he should be in the lead.
Yeah, well, you got to have some things go well for you sometimes, because they're going to go bad for you too.
Well, WizKid, this is the hot seat match, so obviously one of these guys is getting to the final, and then the loser of this match is going to be playing Spectre Dawn to see who gets back into the final.
Really? He was one of Spieth's buddies? I didn't know that, because he doesn't seem like he'd be one of Spieth's buddies, just knowing kind of how Spieth is, but I could be wrong about that.
Well, is he going to try and nip out back from this, or is he nipping across and around? That's 7 balls in the way if he's trying anything like that, I think. No, he's avoided it. He's avoided it. So, managed to avoid the hazards so far in this rack.
Yeah, I think he'll put just a touch of right English on this.
Well, he's got to get up high enough. He's playing it slow. You see again, you know, that's way short. Way short.
It's a little short. It's a nice natural angle, but
yeah, well, I don't like.
You'd rather not have quite as much cut.
I like a nicer natural angle than this, Steve. This is too natural, and he's caught the knuckle, and that's what happens.
Yep, and that's I think a lot of times players undercut that shot when they're hitting it easy, because the ball's going to throw more when you hit it easy, especially at that kind of cut angle.
The biggest mistake there is you've got all the space in the world to overhit that slightly and be up the table and further away from the ball. At least you've got a decent shot. You left it in the thin side, the short side, and they're always testy.
Sure. Yeah, always better to make your speed mistake on the margin for error side, the big side.
Well, that's one that's got away for Albie, and Cobra's got balls flying into the side pockets, and well, do we need to say anything else here?
Well, I think this is the shot. If he gets on the 2, he's out.
Get on the 2 wherever you can get on it.
See how he's going to decide to go. Well, he's got some options.
Well, I'll tell you something.
He'll probably try to shoot it in the side pocket, but he could play for a corner. I don't like playing for the corner just because it's funny angle.
Exactly. The corner's a bit of a dodgy angle to try and get good in this too.
Yeah, I might go forward with this. You know, if you run into the 7, it's not the end of the world.
Well, let's see how
he's trying to go for the corner.
He's got there.
Boy, he got there.
And
that was a tough way to play it.
Nice angle. You can just come back off it as long as you're away from the 5. and leave him the angle in the 3 and get around for this 4. In fact, he might not even come around for the 4, he might just leave the cut from up there. He probably will do that. He may well just leave the cut, just get the cue ball out, leave the cut, and just judge it by pace to get somewhere on this 5 ball. I could be wrong. He looks as if he is coming back.
Yeah. I like that just because the 4 was going to be an easy pot. Just the speed to get on the 5 when it's, you know, sitting in the middle of the table. I liked what he did. Of course, he ended up getting pretty straight, but I think he's still good.
Well, he's got it. If he's going around the angles and out, or he's pulling it back. Because the only thing I was saying is he doesn't want to start going up the left-hand side, because anything silly can happen with that 7 ball.
Well, I mean, this is fine. He's got enough angle. You know, that's a mistake players make a lot is, you know, they try to get straight on something when it's hard to, instead of leaving angle and doing this. You know, if it's going to be hard to get straight, you're better off making sure you got angle so it's easy to go up and down.
Well, let's see if Cobra can get himself on a roll, get the break working good. Give him that little bit of momentum, get away from Albi.
Well, he's 3-1 and he's breaking.
And again, ball into the side, 2 balls gone, 6 balls gone.
Nothing. Well, you know, no matter what happens during this match, whoever's down is going to end up coming back.
Now, what's he doing here? Is he kicking it?
Let's see what he pushes to. No, he's pushing.
Oh, he is pushing.
See what he decides to push to.
Well, I would just leave Albi seeing an edge of the 1. That's what I'd be doing.
Yeah, I might run into the 7 ball and just stop it right there, leaving about half the 1 ball. That's not the easiest situation to deal with, but there are some shots you can play.
I thought for a second there he was going to push past the 5 ball, and you know, he'd be leaving a bank on the 1 doing that.
If you're going to roll it to 7, it's got to be real gentle. You can't afford to have it roll out hardly at all. You might leave a shot, or you could hit a stop shot and play the 7 off the 9.
That's no good. He's going to leave a cut in the 1. That's terrible.
Yeah. See, I think when you're in that situation, you're like, what do I do? What do I do? You know, the first thing I start looking at is balls I can run in to stop the cue ball, because that's like kind of sure I can get the ball there. You know, like if you shot a little stop shot on the 7, for sure you could get that and leave like half the 1 ball, and then from there, you're probably going to get it back, but you're not selling out.
This is obviously looking to go somewhere near the 5 ball or miss the 5 ball, but this could go wrong if the cue ball goes right through the gap and ends up with the 7 and 9.
Yep.
And he's
that's
bumped
what I was
5.
thinking was 7-9, and that's a good shot.
But that was a terrible push out by Cobra. Got the weight wrong, and he should have done. To me, the easiest one was leaving half the 1 ball going over to the 7. You know, I think he overthought that, and then in the end, he didn't deliver in what he was intended to do.
I've come to a conclusion just watching guys push out. You know, I know Semi-Pro was asking me about push outs, and you know, I didn't realize how hard it was, because it's one of those things. I play pool for so long that you know, you learn to do it, but it's become obvious to me that pushing out's really hard decision making process, because I see guys make mistakes a lot on it, and I think it's just something that's a lot harder to learn than even just like a normal safety.
Well, this is going to be running into the 9. It might come off and come towards the 8 ball down the rail type line.
Yeah,
this cue ball.
I think he can slide it by. It could double kiss, but I think it'll slide by it.
Yeah, it is. It just
Yeah.
played it soft.
Yeah, well, I think he wanted to avoid the double kiss because the softer you draw that, the
And he may well be
quicker the
jacking up
cue
this
ball
a wee
gets
bit.
out of the way.
Or is he going to play this soft as well? No, I think he's got to take evasive manoeuvres here. I don't like the angle.
Yeah, I think he'll jack
Yeah.
up.
All is good. So, Albinario gets a favour return from Cobra there. Big mistake again from Cobra. It has to be a big mistake when you're playing a push out and you've left your opponent a pot, you know, which wasn't all that difficult a pot, let's be honest. And Albinario's break hasn't let him down, although he might not be particularly, he might be. That 3 ball has just gone past. So the 1 ball definitely pots. And again, the table is pretty good. 5 balls just a wee bit awkward, but loads of
Yeah,
room
I think if he
available to get to it.
makes a shot, he's probably shooting a 3-ball. It could be side, but it probably more likely up in the corner. No, he's going to draw the ball, so he's thinking same corner.
Right, now he's got to make a decision. Does he just roll forward but leave an angle in this 4 so he can go at the long rail back across and then make sure he's got enough room past the 9 to get to the 5?
I think he'll just roll this.
He might just
don't want to go forward a lot. Well, he decided to make sure he had angle this way, although this does make it a little tougher, but
Well,
you know, he's straight enough he can just soft draw this and be good. I think he'll hit the soft draw. Yeah,
that's good enough. Can just roll forward, let it go to the short rail up top if he wants. He'll should have enough room to get out of there.
yeah, he's
Or
got
leave
great
the angle
speed.
like that, so he's good.
He's got. I'd like to see his. I'd like to see his mouse setup. He's just got such great speed control. And just like that, it was 3-1 Cobra breaking, and he played a bad push out. Now it's 3-3. Now that bad push out cost him that game, and then I guess Albin just broke and ran out here. So that's 2 games that push out cost him so far.
Big punishment. It could get bigger. And a 1 ball into the side again. And that 2 ball is going to get interfered with, but the 8 ball's gone past it, so it does cut. And problem here is the scratch in the side off the 5, is it not? That's looking as if it could. No, it's a bit too thick. I think he's okay. He might not have a great shot in the 3 though. That's the problem with this angle.
This is a little. This is tricky because
Yeah.
If it rolls through the 5, he's going to play safe. I think this is the smart play.
I think
if
it
rolls
is as well.
through that 5, it could go on the side.
Now, of course, here's the problem. Look at where the 9 ball's just gone. Pretty much over the pocket.
Yeah, well, he'll probably take a kick at it. I mean, you might as well hit it with some speed, and you might make the 9.
Why?
Otherwise, as long as you hit it solid, the 2 ball's getting out of there. He's making sure he hits the 2. This isn't terrible because you can use the 6 and 8 and 5 to hook him. Oh, he hit it too hard though.
Wait a minute though. Hang on a second. There you go. You never saw that in the plan, Steve.
No, that was.
Is that what you call it?
Beyond my capability of picking up.
I might have coined a new phrase. Is that a kick and shit?
Yeah.
Well, whatever it is, he'll take it.
Kick and shit is that's what cowboys do. Is they kick cow turds.
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Oh boy.
I don't know what acrobatics he was planning on there, but that's all gone pear-shaped. Well, it's a big pocket. It's a big pocket. I mean, he's got to go for the pot.
He doesn't have to. I mean, the tricky part here isn't making the ball; it's getting on the 4.
Well, he might bump the 5.
Yeah, this is tricky speed wise.
If he
I
doesn't,
can see him leaving this short if he's not careful.
well, he's trying to bump the 5, but he's not got to the 5. He's missed it.
See, that's I would have played safe there just because of that. It was so hard to get the speed to get the 3 ball to the hole, and you know he would have had to bump the 5. And I mean, he had a super simple safety where he locks him on the 7 ball. Maybe he felt like after last kick he shouldn't do that, but I mean, I'd put him back in, let him kick at it again.
Did everybody notice the little semi-pro wiggle there from Albinario? That's about as annoyed as Albinario gets.
I mean.
Oh, that's unlucky.
Man,
he almost caught the combo with the jump and he scratches. And can Cobra get in there? Yes, he can.
Yeah. Here's what I don't get, Hugh. He had the 2-5 situation, and he decides, well, I've got an easy safety. Why take the chance here? I'll just play the safe.
Mm-hmm.
And then he gets the exact same situation the next shot where, you know, he's got the 3 ball. He's got a super easy safe to lock the cue on the 7, and instead he takes a risk by shooting that ball where, you know, the speed was so tough.
Well, you see, this is the thing. It's the macho mentality with these guys that play this VP4. You know, they're all at it. You know, if they see if the ball's got a pocket to go into, they're more than likely going to try and get it into the pocket, even if you're thinking the odds are not great. It's actually, especially with the position he had to play, he had to come up there. He had to get the pace in the cut for a start, and then the cue ball has to run out. And so in order for the shot to work, he has to bump the 5, and he went past it. And as you said, the other choice was probably a lot easier getting a decent safety. But they don't see it that way. You know, and it's a lot of people say, well, that's too negative. You've got to be aggressive, but
he saw it that way on the first situation. That's why I don't, you know, because he obviously said, I don't want to take a chance. So he did see it that way the first time. I don't get why he didn't see it that way the second time.
Unless he's trying to roll dead to it. No, he hasn't got a rail, so ball in hand, easy starter. But I think he's got to make sure he gets this cue ball off the rail. Unless he's just going to roll the 2 down the rail and play the 4 into the side to come back out for the 5. I see what he's doing now. Yeah, he can just go past the 9. Got to make sure he has that decent angle though.
Yeah, he can get this off the rail a little too.
Well, good afternoon, good evening to Fast Eddie. Well, the way things are going at the moment, they're giving racks backward and forward here at the moment. The mistakes are happening, and
Fast Eddie's picking Cobra. Is that the first guy that picked Cobra?
No, I think there's a. I can't remember what Bill said to me at the start. What did Bill say?
Oh yeah, Bill said Cobra will win this, so that Albie wins the whole thing. I'll tell you one thing, with this winter breaks, a mistake, you know, when Cobra made that mistake on the push out, that's very costly because in this winter break thing, I mean, that could end up costing you six or 8 racks.
Well, he was 3-1 up at the time, wasn't he? So now he's, you know, Albinario came back, and now he's going to be back to square one with a 2-rack lead, and looking to build on it again.
I mean, that's why you don't want to give your opponent chances, even if you got a lead. You could have a 5-game lead, but guy gets up, runs a 6-pack, and where's your lead? What's been the high run in racks so far this tournament?
Well, it's still one pocket slim and Albie, is it not?
What is it, 4 racks?
I'm pretty certain it is. Have a look. I'm sure it is. I don't think that's changed.
Yeah, and a lot of that's because we're playing the 9-ball on the head spot. If we had the 1-ball on the head spot, that would definitely be a higher number.
Yeah, so, no, tell a lie. Why did I say Albie? I apologise to Bedhead again. It's Bedhead and one pocket slim, so obviously those 2 guys are gone. And there's only 3 players, sorry, In fact, looking at Spectre Dawn, he's way down there. His rack's high run's only 2, surprisingly. Cobra's in 4 and tied with Albinario.
Oh boy.
Another
Didn't
mistake.
expect him to miss that ball. He rolled good though. And that's a pretty darn good roll.
Now,
well, this is a little tricky.
now what do you do here? Do you try and just sort of soft kick this one ball
you
past the back of
can.
the 3 and get lucky?
I might kick it where it lands in front of the 3. The problem with that is it gives your opponent a good opportunity to safe you off of it, but he doesn't have a shot. Albie decides to go that way.
I don't suppose that. I mean, that's not a bad outcome, I don't think.
It's not.
Is there a bank on there? I don't think he can get a cue ball out of the way for the bank.
No, I think this is go long rail, and put the 1 ball in the center of the end rail, and take the cue ball and try to bring it down on the 6 ball. So you'd hit this with some right English.
Try to send the 1 down by the 4 ball off the long rail.
Yeah, you're trying to get it to open up some, because you're trying to get the speed to be on the 6 too.
Yeah, he's got the idea.
He's just going straight for the 6.
That looks good to me.
And that's very well done.
That's got Albinario buried.
Yeah, the way he played that, it was like all or nothing, because he was going to leave the 1 at that speed.
He's looking to see if he can get a line. He's not quite touching the 6 ball, so Albinario's going to have to jack this up and spin it to make the line.
Yeah. This is where you're just hoping to hit it and get lucky.
Oh, hang on a minute. He might if this bounces.
Is he going to get lucky?
He's getting lucky. He's getting lucky.
So, on that kind of shot, I think even Efren's probably trying to get lucky. I mean, even Efren is going to be able to control the edge of the ball there. I don't think. Every time I think he does something like that.
I think Cobra's got to be wise here, because I think that's the right shot. Regardless of what he doesn't want to play from the other side so that he risks bumping the 1 ball and opening up the 6. You know, he doesn't want to do that.
Well, he played the shot the right way, and the reason why I say the right way is see how much English he put on it? That allowed him to get an angle into the 1 ball to hit it off the long rail. So it was a very well played shot. I mean, he didn't come out good, but I think he played the shot correctly.
Well, he's still got that safety net, the 6 ball. Look at where the 3 ball is. I mean, you can't be potting the 3 ball and trying to bump the 6 and 9. Bear in mind where the 4 ball is. You've got to try and get to the 4. But if you get to the 4 good, you could have a good angle to stun the 4 in and run that cue ball up into the 6 and 9.
Well, he can try to hit it right now. He can go 3 rails forward with right English and go 1, 2, 3 and into it.
Oh, hang on a minute. That wasn't in the plan. So now Cobra's got the dilemma.
I'm not sure. I think he was trying to come back that way. I would actually hit that with right English and try to really crank it around.
Well, I think Cobra might go for my option here. I think he's going to try and come down, leave the angle on this 4. He wants to get left side of the 4. Well, he's going right side, so the only problem with that is I think the 7 ball's in the way if he's going to try and... Well, what the hell is he trying to do? Well,
he's trying to stub.
Well, that's crazy, because that was I mean, why do that when the 4 ball's there? He's leaving an Albinario cut.
Well, he got away with it though. He's got a shot. Yeah, that's kind of the stub play.
Yeah, that was taking a huge risk that he was going to have a shot at distance. He's got the shot, so now he's got to deliver. And then, you know, it's only after he misses this that he ends up looking a numpty, because he's gone about it the wrong way, but it's gone in. And where's the cue ball going? He's still good, I think.
Speed's okay. Yeah.
Got to get that bottom side. I think he's good. That's perfect. Just a little nip off that 7. So now things could get nasty here for Albinario if Cobra can just string another 2 or 3 together here in this
well,
present
if he
visit.
can make his break work, that if he can make his break work, he's got a chance to really open up a big lead here.
Ball in the side, cue ball's running loose. One ball might be in play, yes it is. Two ball is there, this is a rack on the board, I'm giving it to him. I don't see any problem here. I mean, just get through far enough to see the 2, pot the 2, and if you're far enough on the 3 you can drop down for the 4. The only slight problem's the 5 ball, because you want to obviously get to the 5 ball in the side pocket, but the 6 and the 7 ball are sort of interference and getting position, I think.
Yeah,
the only
and the
other thing
9
is
ball is blocking the corner, so yeah, he's going to have to figure out how to get on the 5 now. If you can get on the 4 and come off the rail, you can make sure you go under both the 6 and 7, and even if you end up with a little more cut on the 5, you're still okay, and I think that's what he'll do.
Well, I don't know whether he deliberately tried to bump the 9 there, but it's still too tight to be playing the 5 past the 9, so I don't think that's in the equation here.
Okay, and he's done exactly what I'm thinking he was going to do.
Well,
see, he's left an angle back on it, so now he can come off the rail.
Well, the worst that can happen here is he bumps the 6 ball.
Yeah, and as long as you're, I mean, this is ideal.
Now, it can only go wrong if he doesn't bump the 6 ball and he's dead weight pace and drops behind it and hooks himself. That's the only thing that can go wrong.
You got to play in front of it.
Yeah, he's well away from it.
And yeah, he didn't play in front of it, but with that speed, you could still get a bad little clip of it, but less likely at that speed. And so this is another game, and the question is now is how many racks can Cobra run? And I think the answer is a lot if he can make balls on the break.
He's just left himself. See, he's annoyed at that because he's left himself a wee bit short.
What do you call that? A mouse fart?
Well, no, he wanted to be just staring down the barrel on this 7 ball. Now he's having to make the cut.
Yeah, as a player, that's irritating. You can make everything, but that's also the mark of somebody that plays well, because a lot of players, they don't really care, get this and that. They're not really particular, and they don't run out as much. The guys that run out a lot are particular about where they want the cue ball.
So a 4 rack lead and counting.
Well, let's see what we can come up with here.
Another ball in the side pocket, 6 balls gone, 1 ball's in play, 2 balls a problem at the moment, but...
No, 2 balls not bad. He's just going to draw this back and probably shoot it in the side.
Loads of room in the side, yeah.
Yeah, because that's running down the angle. That's what you want to do. I mean, you could try to short side it, but I would never do that here because it's simple to get it running down the angle for the side.
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
He's had all the focus on getting on that 2 ball, taking his eye straight off the pot there. I
mean, he missed that by quite a ways.
Yeah.
That's a little surprising. I thought he was out for sure this wreck.
Tell you something, I'll be glad, because that could have been there could have been a huge gap there, and Cobra knows it. He had that chance. And now the shoe's the other foot. What can Albie do now? Got to get out first though.
I think Albie's out here. I just don't see him not cutting out here. Now this shot's a little tricky to slide behind. I would hit this with a little bit of right English.
Bit of right, just
he's going to go
3 rails.
Yeah,
1, 2.
He's
3.
not taking any chances.
Watch the cue ball pace here. He's all right, I think. Oh, he's just okay and no more.
Barely.
He's just okay.
He's the only one using a laser mouse now. Laser that's the brand, Lazer.
No, that's the technology. Yeah, I've got about 2 or 3 different laser mice.
Are we speaking stubbish here?
LAZ, or Z, as you guys say.
Or is this another one of these English don't know how to spell things, spell it funny?
Laser mouse.
That's it.
Hang on a minute, this might have gone awkward here for Albie now that we're getting distracted here. He's left
It
himself.
has gone awkward.
He's left himself in trouble here. Watch this though. Hang on a minute.
He's gonna shit one
that
in.
will annoy Cobra. That one.
It's gonna be a shit out. Cobra misses an easy pot, or he should run out the rack, and then Albie does that to him. Wow.
Oh, there's Larry. How did you get on in your match last night? I saw the end of the first racks. How did it go with the rest of the match? I know you won. I don't just tell me I won. You know, tell me how the rest of the match went.
Now, is this with Larry's new mouse?
Uh-oh. Yeah, that's another terrible shot.
Boy. And that's the same thing he did earlier.
Exactly.
Remember you were talking about, Hugh? He's got a whole table and he loses short.
Look at this. You know, there's 5 foot of table to get into just to roll a 9-ball down a rail, and he makes a complete hash of it. That's a disaster.
I'm kind of surprised he didn't bank that.
That is so bad. I mean, there's Cobra right off the hook there. Albinario just blasted a hole right in his foot.
Well, maybe Albie does have a trackball. I mean, that was uncharacteristic. Yeah. So we had a couple of very uncharacteristic shots. Cobra missing a 1, and then Albie doing that.
And Cobra's
9.
I mean, Cobra's only potting balls in one pocket. They're all going in the left side pocket.
Hey, if you can pot a ball in the left side pocket every time and get a shot on the low ball, that's
well. This has got room. 6 shots at the 1 ball, Larry. That is a struggle.
Oh boy. Well, this shot's a little tricky. He's going to have to hit this with inside and hold it. This is not a gimme.
Albinario, see what Albinario wrote in the chat. I don't feel sorry anymore.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's what happens when you start feeling sorry. Next thing you know, your subconscious says, well, I'll just give it back to him.
Yep.
Wow. That's brutal. At least he has a sense of humor about it. He's been taking lessons from Slim.
Well, I'm looking forward to trying to stay awake for my match on Tuesday night. That's what I'm looking forward to. Oh, yeah,
you got a late one, yeah.
Because I did Friday night 9-ball there, and it got to like, I think it was 8 o'clock, and it was going downhill fast. And this is why I'm planning to go to bed for an hour or so, and set my alarm and get up to play this match with Spud Boy. He's going to have all the advantage over me. Not to put any pressure on him, but he's going to have everything in his favour. I'm going to be semi-conscious, going for my shots. This 9-ball, I think, is off the rail.
I think Albie learned an important lesson there. Never say you're sorry.
Exactly. That's exactly it, because it backfires on you.
I remember once I was playing a good friend of mine in a tournament, and I won. And I said to him afterwards, sorry, and he said to me, no, you're not.
No.
and you know, I thought about it. I'm thinking, yeah, he's probably right.
Well, for once, Cobra potted one in the top left, and he's got, there's this, first of all, he's right over the 6 balls.
Oh, yeah.
Secondly, he's got a combo that may well just brush in off the 7.
Oh, this is dead. There's no way he can miss this. And he can hit this one fairly thick to control the speed of the cue ball. He doesn't need to go up and down.
Spud Boy's going to be cooking his dinner while we're playing the match.
Now see, he didn't hit it thick. He needed to hit that 1 ball thick.
Well, I think part of the problem there was he was jacked up over that 6 ball. I mean, you can easily put, you know, the wrong English on that cue ball, and it does funny stuff by the time it gets to the object ball. So he's got to come up with a thin edge, thin as you dare.
So
well,
just to prove to you guys that I'm not all evil, my same friend, I beat him once in a match in a tournament, and I didn't really feel like playing, and I let him go through. I said, "Go tell him you won." And just to make sure you guys don't think I'm a saint, I told him I want 20% of your winnings.
I knew there had to be a clause.
And of course he said yes.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, it's a good deal for him. He wanted to play, and I was like burnt out. I'm like, I don't feel like playing.
This looks as if it's going to be locked up tight. Well, not quite tight. Well, I
Well,
suppose
that was a two-way shot there.
Cobra could be brave and attempt a jump shot here.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really like that, but I mean, the good news about it is there's a pretty good chance he's going to get a shot on the 2 if he makes the 1.
Well, if he's playing the cut and the 1, the cue ball's going to be
I
heading
like
in a
the
reasonable direction.
I like the 2-rail kick better. Kick the 1 down towards the 9. Take your chances on it coming up bad.
Well, he's taking his time about it.
Yeah, he looks like he's going to jump it.
Well, he won't be doing that again tonight. That's enough for Cobra. He won't be going near that again.
Oh, that's a good one, Slim. You're lucky his horse didn't win. Then it would have been like the other kind of surprised. The bad kind.
Well, Albinario trailing by 6. He's got to get a move on. Because this is more than a mini crisis at the moment.
Yeah, he's got to pull his head out of his butt is what it comes down to, because it's been way far up there.
Well, I suppose that if you're looking at it from one point of view, Albinario's notorious for building a lead and then losing his way at some point, and trying to encourage opponents to get back into it. Now the shoe's on the other foot right off the bat here. He's got to stay on it 100% now.
Well, you got to give Cobra some credit. He's played pretty good, but you know, it's not like he's played perfect. You know, he's missed a few balls that were not ones he should be missing. So you know, the bottom line is the score should be pretty close, not 9-4.
Right. 2 balls hanging, 1 ball combo into the 2, 3 ball is there.
Yeah.
He's out here.
Yeah.
All is good.
He needs to hit this easy.
Well, I say he's out here. My concern would be... Oh, that's the 8 ball. I was thinking it was a 4. Forget it. I thought it was a 4 ball.
Yeah, I just can't see him not running out here. I mean... This is the kind of rack, like, I could screw this up on VP easily, but Albin, no, because I don't think he'll get out of line at all on this rack. It's sitting too good.
Well, he's just got
as soon as I say that, he gets out of line right off the bat.
He's gone too straight.
I commentator curse him right off the bat.
Yeah, well, you know, he's got an angle. He's got enough to work with. The only thing is he needs to make sure he comes past that 6 ball and doesn't hook himself.
He's going to have to force this, and the 6 is in play, and, you know, he can't overdo it because of the 9. I mean, it's...
Oh, no, he
just decides...
He's bailing out again and leaving the Albinario cut that he can miss.
Well, I mean, that's not a terrible decision, though, because there was a lot of risk going the other way.
Good evening to Jose.
Yeah, hello, Jose. Yeah, and it is going to be a great match. Fully expect Alvin to come back and this to be a close down to the end.
This needs to keep rolling. It needs to keep rolling.
Well, really, I don't know if he was playing it there, but
no, I don't think he was.
That was really the place to play it because the cue ball is rolling out on a good line.
Well, is this the start of the Albinario recovery? Have I just jinxed him straight away by saying that? We're about to find out.
Well, 9-5, him breaking. You know, the question is how many racks can he run? Well, last time I said that with Cobra, made a ball on the break, got a shot on the one, and then dogged it. Which was very surprising.
So here we go. Nothing doing this time. It's dry, and
Gonna get lucky.
he's
I
going
don't
to leave
think
a
so.
shot, and that's a nice, perfect angle on the one just to stun it in and get on the two. But he has to leave the angle on the two to come past that 6 down for the 3.
Yeah, he's got to get this to move over. He's going to have to hit this hard. Either that or maybe try to stun draw it for the side. I think he'll just move it over, and that's maybe not enough.
No, I think this he might have to leave the high cut in this 3 ball and just take his medicine.
Yeah, he can stun this 2 and get it to move to the right, but he's going to be having a cut on this 3. There's no doubt about it. He's going to have a cut. The question is, how big is it going to be? How much does he want to try to cheat the pocket? And he cheated a fair amount. He's got a pretty good shot at it.
Now, what do you do? Because there's no way he can roll this in and hold for the 4. He's got to get up and down the table, get past the 6 again, and cut the 4 past the 9.
I would try to run probably run the cue ball at the 9. If you are going to try to go up and down the table, you got to stay on the outside of the 6, because you don't want to end up running into it. Oh, he's going to go 3 rails, and that is really a good shot.
That'll work, and he's going to be in. I think he's going to be in a nice angle to come out for that 5. Perfect.
I think that was the best choice. That was a fine shot there.
Now he doesn't want to. I'm just making sure he's not getting into it too much. He could have ended up stunning across towards the 6, but he's came back and drawn it slightly. So now he just has to be careful about the line in the cue ball. Now he's checking it up. He doesn't want to go anywhere near a side pocket, so he's checking it up big time.
Yeah, I would have stunned this.
That's what was scaring him about the side pocket, and he's now awkward.
Yeah, came up a little short on it. He'll just jack up a little here. One thing about both these guys is they can figure out how to get out in tough racks. That's what makes them difficult opponents, is they can run out difficult racks. Now that's a little wide.
Well, this is just
and he's making this rack a little more difficult than it should be.
Just dead weight.
Well, in case of anybody's wondering, the TT starts tomorrow. I've purchased the stream.
What, the Isle of Man TT? The Isle of Man TT?
Yeah, I purchased the stream for the whole thing. I love the Isle of Man TT. I'm a huge Michael Dunlop fan.
Yeah, well, that's for anybody who has a death wish, that. I mean, even see that there's that Isle of Man TT racing game that's out. There's I think that they're on the 3rd version of it now.
Really? That'd be cool.
Yeah. I tried it. It's absolutely impossible.
It's insanity what they do.
Well, you want to try it even in a game. I mean, they've got the full 37-mile course, and the bikes are going at 150, 160 miles an hour. And the next thing you know, you're straight into a dry stone wall, dead. I mean, it's impossible to play it in the game, so goodness me. I mean, have you ever watched, I've said it before, you watch that video on YouTube. There's a video on YouTube on the guy's bike, and he's doing a full lap of the circuit, and it's absolutely frightening. It is frightening.
The best one is Peter Hickman's record lap. I got a video of that.
That's the one I think it was. I mean, you watch that, and you're actually ducking when you're watching it. It's so scary. These people have got death wishes, so they have. No. This one ball needs to keep rolling.
What I like to tell people that I give that video to watch it is, I tell them, it looks, the way it looks, they're really going that fast. Because, sometimes, you look at stuff and it looks faster than it is. Not with that.
They are going that fast. I mean, and you know what's even more scary about it is, the bike's tipping over at 45 degrees. His knee is like very near the curbstone, and he's going round a bend at 150 miles an hour. I mean, unbelievable. One little bump and the bike's gone and he's gone. Good
Well,
evening
he's
to
got
Pop Man.
the good news is he gets instant shape. The bad news is this ain't a gimme, and he hits it perfect.
Oh, he's good now. So
Yep, hey, Pop
Albinario
Man.
looking to start the
Yep.
recovery again.
And this is the kind of shot you like, because you're just kind of rolling almost straight up the line.
Oh, he's just gone too far slightly.
He's okay. I mean, this is all good.
Yeah, just nipping back off this, just staying well away from the 6.
I don't know why he's drawing this. I don't get that. I don't understand why he just didn't roll that with left English. You know, you could have held it enough. But I guess the big question is when is Albin going to make a run? You know he's gonna. If it's Cobra that makes the run, this match could get out of reach.
Well, he's going to be 4 behind. And then it could start to get interesting. Well, something's gone. 8 ball's gone on the side. And he's got no shot. Good. It looked good for a minute there, but the 7 ball and 4 ball decided.
Well, he had a pretty good break, but you know, there's some luck on this break. I mean, with the 9 ball on the head spot, that's the biggest problem with the 9 on the head spot is you're not going to always come up with a shot on the low ball.
Now, I think Cobra's going to take the bait here. I think he's going to go for the cut and hope he bumps something and he'll have a shot in the 2.
I would bank this because you can make the cue ball run into the 3 or maybe even go between the 5 and 3.
In fact, now that I look at it, I don't think he can cut that one. I don't think he can get to it. I think you're right. The bank's probably better. But then again, he looks like he's trying to play the cut.
The problem with the bank is you could potentially scratch. You probably have to do a little something with the cue ball.
I told you he was going to take the risk, and that is very well played. And
excellent shot and easy table now.
Well, Albinario left him the bait, and he took it. I think Albinario can't be faulted for that. I mean, it was a tempter. I mean, Cobra could have put him back in, but you know, I thought straight away he was going to take the bait. I wasn't convinced he could get the cut angle though, but he did.
Yeah. Well, obviously it was there, and that was a little too good a shot. I mean, that wasn't a good push. Not because he made the ball, but I mean, I think, you know, if you push that to any pro in real life, they're going to shoot that shot.
Yeah, there's been mistakes from both sides.
Yeah, it hasn't been a super clean match.
What's happened there could be hazardous to Albi's health in this match. As Steve just said that Albinario was maybe on the brink of getting a run of 2 or 3 racks, but that's been killed. Cobra took the initiative and he's got the reward. And it could be Cobra taking the match away from Albi now.
Well, if Cobra runs, you know, 4 to 6 racks now, it's going to be very difficult for Albin to win. You know, the breaks is the biggest thing.
This is dry. Whoa, the 1 ball thought about it. It thought about it.
Well, that was just incredible that 1 ball did that. I mean, that thing looked like it was going in for sure.
Now, he's got to. I mean, can he play a stun off the 1? No, I don't think he can because of the way it was sitting. And now he's awkward.
He could have run down and come back off the end rail and out, but he kind of cinched that 1.
I think
that's why he's ended up here.
I think he's got to stun this in fairly firm if he's trying to come off the rail and out. Yeah, and that's the problem with the angles of cutting them like that. Straight into the jaw.
Well, he had the option of coming off that 1 with some English, hitting the end rail and spinning out to shoot the 2 in the side, and he did what I call cinching it. Took the simple route, which, you know, it just didn't work out for him. I thought the shot he had on the 2 was reasonable.
Well, for a fleeting moment there, Albinario was looking like he had a good chance to pinch that rack from the dry break, but that's all backfired, and now Cobra's sitting pretty. Matches at his mercy right now, Cobra, if he can get the gears working in the brake.
Well, right now, Bill's prediction is alive here.
Yeah, Larry beat Chiku 3 racks to 1.
And that's a pretty good win for Larry.
Well, a lot more comfortable than I thought it would be. And Albinario told me, and I don't know whether somebody else did it. It might have been Interchange X, because I was always insisting that if you're going to play Chiku, you must get to 90 first and get to the caroms and get started before he gets there. And I saw evidence of it myself. He's definitely well out of, he's well out of his comfort zone, moving from that billiard table to the 10-footer. With the slower cloth. It was totally alien to him by the look of it.
You asked me about what I think about Cowboy. I just changed my mind. Larry just took out one of the big guys. I'm picking Larry. I think he can win it.
I think there's a good number of players can win it. Definitely.
Well, I'm picking Larry. You talked me off of you with that.
You
I play like
Larry.
Stub Talk. Hey, it might be the reverse jinx, because I've never come out and said Larry's going to win this tournament, and he hasn't been winning them, so maybe this will do it.
Well, Cobra's got the brake working. Look at this. Boy. This is all over this rack.
Well, if he gets on his 3-ball, this is a shot right here. Is control his draw, which is really a strong point.
I mean, he might go into the safer territory of making sure that he's going to be in the 3. He might go behind the 8-ball here.
He's going forward.
Oh no, he's trying to get the gap. Has he got there?
Yeah, and he did. That was excellent. And this is a little un-Cobra-like to be going forward this much. He must be working on this. I'm not sure I would have gone forward there. He had to cheat the pocket. It was a little tight. I think he'll shoot the 4 in the same pocket.
You think so? I think it looks easier just to cut this and come below the 7 and play the 4 on the side. I don't think you're doing anything heroic doing that. No, he's playing for a bump, and that's asking for trouble. But he's came in with okay.
I don't think that's what he played. I think he was playing to come off the rail and shoot the 4 in the other corner pocket, which...
I don't think there'd been anything wrong going below the 4 and playing it to the side, because that meant you'd an angle to get up for the 6. Now he's going to have to just get the line right here. I mean, he's definitely going to have a shot in the 6. No problem with that.
I'm sure he wasn't trying to bump the 4-ball.
Now this is the one that can go wrong, especially if you overhit it. You can end up below the 7.
No, this is just speed. Because this is a little bit of left English. He's going to open it up and just let it roll.
Yeah, he's okay. He needs to go off the rail, though.
I mean, because that's a shot where if you're a little above it, you're fine. You just don't want to get below it.
Well, I said before the match started, this has got the potential to be Cobra's worst nightmare of how he envisages this tournament going. He plays Albinario tonight. He comes out a good winner, like he's looking like he might do right now, and only in the back of his mind knowing that there's a strong chance he could be playing Albinario again, and Albinario drills him in the final. That's his worst nightmare.
One thing about the break stats, one thing that they don't show is how many times you make a ball on the break, but you don't have a shot. And Albin has hit balls a lot, but he also has ended up with no shot a lot.
Well, I think...
and this is a little bit of bad luck for Albin here, because...
that's the sort of luck you need as well, Steve. I mean, you've got a good lead and you've just broke dry, but the most important thing is you haven't left anything on.
Yeah, well, this is nasty too. This is a very difficult push here. It's tough to push to a spot where you're not going to give up an easy safety.
Yeah, there's balls to hide behind all over the place, isn't there?
And this is no good.
Yep.
It's too easy to play safe. I think he'll come off the left side of this one and probably play for the 6 or the 4 ball. There is a gap there. There's no guarantee you're going to get this.
Well, he wants to try and get this sort of dead weight towards one of these balls to certainly make sure that he doesn't entice Cobra into jumping.
He might
jumping.
thin the side. Yeah, he's thinning the side of it and trying to use the 4 and 6, which is
that'll do it.
Yeah, that's very
that'll
good.
Do it because
the
8 ball's a big problem there.
So he's going to try to jack up a mass 8. He's also got a 2-rail kick that he could do.
Got to get the pace of this right. If he hits it too hard,
this can be made. This can be made. Well, no, the 1 doesn't go by the 8. I take it back. This can't be. And that's no good.
Well,
got the hit, but didn't come out lucky.
7 rack lead. 2 ball into the side, 3 ball adjacent to it, 4 ball into the bottom right, 5 into the side, 6 into the bottom right, 7 into the left side, back for the 8 into one of the corner. This rack's all over. This is join the dots, this.
And then it's 14-6, and this match is getting further and further out of reach for Albin. I mean, he's... Given that Cobra just sort of stays the course, Albin's only chance is to put a big run on him. Run a lot of racks. He's going to be down 8 games.
Well, now, I seem to remember you were the one, Steve, that said Albinario is going to put a run together at some point. We're still waiting.
Yeah.
You know, we're still waiting. It might never happen, though. It's looking like it's not going to happen.
Yeah, I think Albin's probably a little frustrated because he probably feels like, you know, a lot of stuff hasn't gone his way, and that's been true. But he's also hasn't done himself any favors with some of the mistakes he's made. I mean, that when things aren't going your way, you got to fight through it and make some tough outs and not make mistakes, and eventually things usually turn around.
Yeah, I said 7 into the side. He's going to come back up top for the 7 into the corner.
He hit it good enough to get there. Yeah, he can go straight forward to the end rail.
Yeah, just a roll through.
That's the right thing to do, is go all the way to the end rail and bump it.
This 9's going up into the top corner as we look. He's just going to come back. Just stop it.
Now 14-6 and Cobra breaking. Albin needs to call the EMTs. If this was alternate break, I'd call this match over. The fact that it's winner break, Albin still has a chance.
And it's dry. And that 1 ball.
Yeah, this is jump shot time, I think. He's going to jump this.
Yeah, he's going to go over the edge.
Problem is that there's no guarantee he's getting a shot on the 2 ball here. I mean, when you jump it like this, it's a little indeterminate.
Hook behind the 4 here if this cue ball goes that sort of direction.
He could go in the side pocket here too.
Yeah.
I mean, this is, you know, this is taking a chance. But you know, how are you going to push out with the ball right in front of the pocket? I mean, he almost has to shoot this.
You've got to take the risk, and this might be very good. This might be very good. Look at this. Has it got there?
Yeah.
Oh, he's on it. He is on it.
Wow, great shot.
No, he's still got trouble ahead. He's still got to get onto this 5 ball now. What do you do here? Do you take your medicine again and play the 5-7 combo? It's not that difficult as long as you're good on it.
Probably. I think a lot's going to depend on how you get on the 4.
Well, and then he's got to play the 6-8 combo as well, which is a lot easier.
I think unless you get perfect on the 4, you're going to play the 5-7, because if you can't get a reliable shot to kind of get good speed, because you're going to be coming across the line most likely.
Good evening
That
to
four's not
Vertical
sitting
Liquid.
in a place where you can really come off a rail that easily.
It needs to keep rolling.
Yeah, well.
Well, he's just going to
I'm
straight
pretty sure
across the
he's
rail,
going to
isn't he?
take the combo here.
Yeah, straight
I'll be
across the rail and
surprised.
back past the 9.
Yeah, I'll be surprised if he tries to get on the 5 ball.
In fact,
I think he'll just take the combo.
The 9 ball's in the way of where he would actually want to be. That's the problem. So he's going to have to.
Yeah,
this is not going to be
force
easy.
It over. You could force it over there and be a little high if you want. He's going to take the combo.
Now he needs to bump it. Oh, that's perfect. That could not have finished any better than that.
Well, he could have a little better angle here. I mean,
yeah, well, I think that's a lot better than we all thought it was going to be. I mean, that's as good as I think you'd ask for. Now you just got to.
This is one of these little zigzag combos, and
Yeah.
the tendency here is to miss this thick. You got to cut that 5 a little more than you think.
Yeah. That's what he's got to do. Something along those lines.
Not hook yourself with the 9 here either.
Now the cue ball's got to run. That'll do.
And he's there. Good shot.
Now he's got to get back across to more or less where the 5 ball is right now. That needs to keep going. It needs to keep going.
If you listen to us, you would think there's a lot of ways to screw up, and the reality of it is there is a lot of ways to screw up.
Yeah.
That's why it's hard to run out.
Good evening to Coldest Pillow.
CP is here.
Well, Albinario's on the long road to recovery.
Yeah, well.
Right now he's in intensive care in an oxygen tank at the moment, Albinario. That's the only thing that's keeping him alive here.
No time like now for setting the tournament racks run record.
Exactly, that's what's needed. Now, did I hear something go there?
Yeah,
I thought something has gone. The 2 ball's gone. Right, so cutting the 1.
He's sitting pretty good here. He's got to avoid the 9 ball.
Yeah, I mean, if he gets into this too much, he could run into the 9 and the cue ball go funny. He wants to get out into the table.
He may play for the 3 on the side. No, if he goes above it.
Well,
and
this is
I think
ugly.
He's out. I mean,
I don't like this.
Isn't that bad? No, this isn't that bad. I mean,
I think it's bad. I don't like the look of it.
He's just going to hit this a little bit of left English and roll it, and then, you know, it's easy to get on the 5 from where the 4 is.
It's wiped his feet. Well, that's one dodgy shot out of the way.
Off the end rail. You don't want to have too much angle on this 5.
Well,
but if you did get too much angle, you can still go across and take the cut on the 6. The 6 is far enough off the rail.
This 5 ball ain't no gimme. I mean, it's just off the rail, but
that's perfect.
Got to keep this flush. He's got to get this sweet. Any bump into the rail and that's coming out.
The mistake you don't want to make here is coming up short on it. If you're putting right English on it and you come up short, it's easy to overcut this. You got to make sure you put a little bit of speed on this. Keep the cue ball spinning backwards.
Yeah, got it flush.
Perfect.
That needs to just bump. Now, don't get involved with the 8 ball. That's the rule here. So whatever you're doing, going forward and coming back out, and get around and out. And he's well away from it.
Yeah, and this is break and run number 1.
So an hour and 15 minutes we've been at it. That Larry versus Chiku match was crazy. Larry didn't say anything about crazy. I asked Larry how the match went. He just said it was a struggle to win the final rack to get the the scratch in the one head, about 6 goes to get out. But he never said anything crazy happened.
Well, he's got a ball down, and this is a pretty easy combination. He's got the 7 ball to hold the cue ball, so I'm expecting him to make this and get a shot on the 1. He's going to draw off of this just slightly into the 7.
9 ball went in the break. It's come back up. 2 ball went in as well.
See, he may just roll this. I mean, he's going to hit the 7 pretty full. I think he might just roll this. You just don't want to let the cue ball roll down and leave it below the 1 like that.
Yeah.
That was the problem with rolling it.
Well, he's got to just send this at the back of the 6 ball and send it up onto the short rail up top behind the 9. That's all he can do and try and get behind the 7.
He's got his choice. He can use the 7 ball or he could use the 5 ball.
That's well done.
He decides to use the 7, and that's good.
Yeah, well played.
And even though, you know, he didn't break and run out, he's kept control of the table.
Kept control. That's the other objective. You know, if you can't don't have a shot, at least make sure you're the one that's in control as best you can.
Now, can Cobra hit this and maybe get lucky or something? Yeah, but I like Albin's odds from here.
Yeah, I mean, that 5 ball's in the way for a start. He's got to go 2 rails, he's got to go long rail, maybe 3 rails. Well, didn't quite get the line. So Albi gets his reward and has to deliver. All in your hands, Albinario. Now, again, is it just take what you've got, roll the 3 in and leave the cut in the 5, or do you try and get in behind the 6? No, he's just doing what I said. Now, this has got to be 2 rails. He's not going to bump the 8. Or maybe a rail and a half and leave the 6 ball into the side, just depending on the pace. That needs to keep going. Right, well, that's exactly what he's done, leaving it in the side. And it's going to just be a little stun to come down, bring the cue ball down slightly. And now, we've seen him leave himself short twice here. He's got to get up to the side pocket here with this cue ball.
This one's hard to leave short with the angle he's got.
You've got to get it up there.
You'd have to try real hard to be short on this.
Now, you've got the angle to go forward and just come up the right side. I think he has anyway. Let's have a look. No, he has. He's fine. Just go forward and come up. Don't overhit it though. He's gone just to that little bit you don't want to be. Welcome to Chimpy. Still a long road back. It'll look better if we can get to double figures before Cobra comes back to the table. And 6 ball in the side. 1 ball's going to a sort of dodgy cut angle. But he can also play
dodgy is a good word for it.
Yeah, but he can also play a decent safety here. He can use these balls for cover.
This safety's tricky though, because
do you try and bump the back of the 4, or do you?
Well, I'd probably shoot this and take my chances. Let's see. Is he gonna hit the 4? As long as he can get to the left side of the 4, I don't know. This is. I guess he could draw it. Yeah, I guess he could draw this. I think he's got enough 1 ball. He could draw this with right English and take it to the side rail and kind of put the cue ball on the 4.
This looks.
I think he's got enough cue ball, 1 ball to try to get him on the 4 here.
Well, it looks as if he's got your idea in mind here. Yeah, just trying to get there. The cue ball's going far enough.
He didn't bother going for the 4, and that's probably a smarter shot, since trying to put on the 4 it could sneak out.
Well, I think Cobra will give up the idea of jumping. I think he's going to try and find a line, and I don't think he's going to get it though. He might have to
Well, you
resort to
know,
the
and
jump here.
I mean, what Albin's doing, he's making
I
balls, he's
mean,
not getting good shots, and he's keeping control by playing good safety.
he can jack up here and spin around that 5. He's trying to tie the 3 and 5 up, but he could have jacked up and spun around and got to the rail and spun into that one. He might not have got it safe, but at least I think he could have hit it.
Yeah, I think Albin will be able to deal with that 3 where it is. I mean, you can make it in the corner by the 4 or up table. I don't think he'll have any trouble here.
Well, I think it might be harder than it looks.
No, that there's a
because he's in a dilemma. Yeah, he's already in a dilemma as how he's going to get there and whether he can get it from that angle. I don't think he's as convinced as you are, Steve, that he can get to this 3. I don't think it is.
I think he can, but you know, if you got any doubt, you can always play behind it, and if you don't get good on it, or you can shoot it up table, you can just play safe and lock him on the 5 ball.
Is he trying to play a bump here? Let's have a look at the angle. I mean, this is perfect for a bump off the short rail.
I don't
bump
think he
the
has
5
any
out
choice.
the way. Bump the 5 out the way.
I don't think he has an angle he can get on the 3 from here, so he's going to have to play a bump or go behind it, or I don't think he can just roll forward and get on it.
Well, he doesn't look as if he's doing that either at the moment. I don't know what he's doing. Well, he's putting a bit of right on it because I think he's trying to get to the short rail and spin in. No, now he's thinking twice.
It's a very funny angle. It's questionable whether you can just roll this. He's going back. Nope, he's going for the bump.
Oh
that's no
dear.
Good.
No, that's way too soft. Trying to be too cute. He should have went my way. My way was a far better odds of IE hitting it. And
well, from there I like going behind it and either shooting it up table or playing safe. I don't like playing the bump. Well, you had to hit it soft to bump it. The angle is.
This is a kick that's got to go in.
And it doesn't. Oh, that hurt.
And this is going to be I don't think this is not a kick either. The 8 ball's in the way.
Well, he's going to shoot this. He's got to shoot this. Just thin cut it. It's not a gimme. It's close enough to the rail that it's not a gimme, but I think he'll still shoot it.
Well, he's looking to see if he can get to it, but the 8 ball's in the line.
Well, this is a shot. You can play rail first here. If you play rail first, it misses the 4 ball and comes straight across. Of course, you got to have some, you got to have some stones to play this rail first in this situation. And he's just going to play safe. Problem is, I think he left the kick on.
Well,
nope, it's tough. I don't think he can kick it. Gonna safety back.
Albie's not going to hit this hard. He's going to try and just use the 5. I don't think it's worth his while trying to get up the table. Yeah, I think that's the right shot. Although it gives Cobra a free kick at this.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna kick at it.
Yeah.
I mean, why not? I don't think there's a better option.
Well, this is one of these shots where Albie had to use the 5 for cover, and you find well he was going to leave a kick. He just has to take the risk that Cobra won't get it.
This is a shot where you almost have to hit rail first.
Well, he's going to go at it, and I think Cobra might be getting lucky here. Let's have a look. Oh, no, he hasn't. No, this will go.
I think he'll make that ball. Yeah. This is not anybody's favorite shot though, because
it's getting
on the 4 is tricky.
Well,
the problem is getting on the 4 ball.
Well, he can still nail him to the 5 if the cue ball's going to finish there or thereabouts, isn't it?
He's drawing it.
Oh, that's well done.
Okay,
he got through the gap.
And it's looking like it's going to be 14-10, and Albie is making his run here. Yeah, I mean, Albie's one of those players that, if he's going bad, he's going to start playing better. He rarely goes bad for the whole match.
Cobra sits patiently waiting, wondering when he's coming back to the table and
Well, he got to
whether
the
he's going to
table
have a
this time,
shot.
and he lost the safety battle.
Well, there was how many was in it? Was it 7 behind at one time? Or was it 8 behind at one time? I'm not sure. But balls have gone in again.
I think it was 14-6 at one point.
Yeah,
right? I think.
I think
it was
you're
8.
right. Albie's looking good at the moment again. So down onto the bottom rail, back over. Well, he can go both ways here, depending what he does with the cue ball.
No, it's just a little English. If you want to try to run down the line, you put more English on it and go 2 rails.
Mm-hmm.
See what he decides to do. What you don't want to do is in between it. You either want to, you either want to make sure you get to the second rail or you don't go to the second rail.
Yeah, with this shot, you have to be definite in what you're doing. Well, he's underhit that by quite a margin.
He decided to come down that side, so now you got a choice. Are you going to dink this or are you going to wham it?
Yeah, he's a foot and a half short. Foot and a half short of where he needed to be there to make life simple. Now suddenly it's all become a chore.
Yeah, and if you miss this, even if you get the hook with the 3, you're probably leaving it by the pocket.
Oh, he's good now. So, again, get himself out of there, get on the 5, and go up high enough that you can see the 7. It sounds obvious, but things can go wrong. Now, let's have a look. What's he got here? Right, so you've got to hit this.
Wonderful.
You've got to hit this harder because you're putting check on it. You've got to hit it harder and get it up.
Yeah, you need to get up into the middle of the table.
I don't think he's actually needing to put any check on it. He just needs to make sure he's getting there, and that's got there.
Oh no,
but it's overhit
you need to
slightly.
put some check on that. That's fine. It's okay to overhit that. It's not okay to come up short.
Now, what do you do here, Steve? Do you actually play the pot and stay below the 8 ball and play it up the table? Are you trying to get it because you can bump the 8?
It's kind of tough to. It's kind of tough to.
See, that's the problem. He's bumped to 8. Now, he's okay though.
Yeah. It was tough to try to stay below it because the 9 ball was in the way. Otherwise, you would.
Well, it's still not on the board yet, this rack, because he's got to move this cue ball here, and it's a big stun across to play the 9 into the right hand corner pocket as we look.
I think he'll draw this above the side pocket. This well, he's going forward.
He's got to get this into the hole though. These big stun shots and position are the danger.
Well, he's going forward. It makes the pocket bigger, but I think there's a lot bigger chance of coming up short on this going forward. You got to really hit this going forward.
No, suddenly this shot's magnified into quite an important shot here to get to this 9 ball. And that needs to run. Needs to watch the knuckle. Oh, he's okay.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, he hit it good.
Well, the momentum is still there.
How many racks does he run now? Is that 3 in a row?
At least 3. It feels a lot more, but it probably isn't. Good evening.
Well, you had the game that he won when Cobra broke, so I think it's 3.
14-11. 3 behind. And something's gone again. Something else has gone into the side. And, well, he has a shot in the 1, but it's going to have to be a good one.
Well, this is the kind of shot. This is draw and right English and just wham it in the pocket.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to get on the 3. You just got to be aggressive and draw right English and wham it.
Yeah, all out.
And the mistake I see players make on this shot is overcutting it. You got to be kind of thick on this. It's going to throw some from the English. Now I don't know what's he doing now. Maybe he's just lining up. There comes a draw. Now he's not putting English on this. I would always hit this with some English. I think it makes the shot easier. But it doesn't matter as long as he makes it.
Oh,
Boy.
went into the far side of the pocket, or the near side as we look, but it's gone
He's
in.
got it in. That's a good shot.
Now,
And
he's bolt straight on this 3-ball, so he's now looking at squeezing the 5 past the 6, which it will do.
Yeah.
He's got to get it really flush, though.
See what he decides to do.
Well, I mean,
he can cheat this pocket and go forward, kind of force it through with English. He's not going to do that. He's going to play safety first. And I think in VP, this is probably the right shot.
When you can get a bust between that 6-ball and the rail, there's plenty of room without even interfering with the 6-ball. Plenty of... Oh, dear. Oh, well, he did interfere with it. He's got away with it, though.
I guess it was a pretty small bust you could get through there.
He should never have been touching that 6-ball. I think he panicked there as soon as he hit that and saw the line it was taking.
Sometimes those balls look bigger than you think. You know, I mean, yeah, for sure in real life, I wouldn't want to have to shoot that shot.
Well, you know, he's battling and hanging in there and staying at the table, which is all he can do. It's not maybe been pretty, but he's getting there.
Keep running racks. That's all it's going to take. And I like the way he played that. See, that ball wasn't cinched. You know, he put some English on it, make sure he came around. No cinching here, and I like seeing that because that's how you run a lot of racks. It's not playing so safe all the time, but actually hitting the shot that's required.
2 behind now. Oh, ball into the side, 2 balls gone again, and he's on the 1, but the 3 is going to be an ambitious 3-9 combo.
I don't think it's that ambitious. I think that's a pretty easy combo if you get on it right. Now, whether or not he can get on it right, it's another story.
Well, he's got to slam this, is he not? I mean, he's going to, if he plays this soft, he's either going to run forward off the 9 to the 5 to go up table.
He's got to force this, a lot of top, and force it through and hope he doesn't scratch in the corner. I don't think he will. I think it'll rebound off enough.
No, he's hit it twice, so now it's not quite as clear cut.
So, if I was going to shoot this shot, I'd play rail first into the 3, because that's how you can get the good angle. Matter of fact is, I think it's very difficult to get far enough behind the 3 that you're going to overcut this. So I would go rail first with left English, try to hit behind the 3 and make the combo that way. Now, the other choice is trying to play safe, but this is a tough position to play safe from. I would go for the
big shot.
And I think that's what he's doing. He's trying to kick behind it.
Oh, it's gone in. How's the cue ball, though, and how's the 3? No joy.
And he's hit it good.
Oh, what am I thinking about? That was a 9, wasn't it? That tells you my brain's gone.
But, you know, that was a great shot to shoot it.
Dear.
You couldn't really get too far behind it. So the only way you could screw that up is hitting the 3-ball first. He was just trying to get as far behind it as he could.
I'm thinking it was a 3-ball he was trying to pot. That tells you it's my bedtime, because the brain works at half tilt at this time of night.
I think that's at least 4 racks he's running.
Well, he might be.
Maybe 5.
The stats at the end of the match might be interesting in terms of the racks I run. Albinario might be putting himself in the mix. He's on 4. He's high run at the moment. He might be taking the overall lead.
Are you sure it's only 4?
Yeah, Albie's high run at the moment is only 4 in the tournament.
Mean not counting this match.
Yeah, not counting this match.
I think he's on at least 5 right now.
Yeah, well, he's.
You know, sometimes I forget because there's a safety.
Well, as I say, you know, he's been at the table for quite a while, and it's sometimes shorter than you think it is in terms of racks ran.
Well,
but he's certainly in at least 4 now. He's got to be on 4 at least now.
But he's controlled the table. I mean, he's won 7 in a row, so that's, you know, when he hasn't been able to run out, he's played good safety.
Well, remember I said earlier in the match here that Albinario in matches in the past, we've seen him have control of the match and build up a lead, and everything's looking good until the mistakes start popping in. Now it's went the other way around. Now he's, you know, he got himself into a problem situation where everything then means full focus, and look what's happening.
I don't know, Pot Man. Cobra, he may be knocking back gin and tonics. He may be drunk by the time he gets back in.
Exactly. he might not even be in a fit state to play a shot. The way this is going, it's going to be 14 apiece from nowhere. This is a comeback and a half at the moment. And, you know, Cobra might have played his last shot half an hour ago, whatever that shot was.
So, do I get to say commentator's eye, or I guess it's not my eye?
Ball on the side again.
Commentator's prediction.
And he's on the one.
Well, you want to call it.
You did say Albinario was going to get in a run at some time. I'll give you that. I take it back. I was questioning your judgment when I said we're all still waiting, but it's happened.
I think he's going to roll and bump the 9 here. I think that's a simple thing because it's going to roll at the 9 ball here.
Watch the 9. He's trying to get past it. He's trying to get past it. Oh dear.
I thought he would just roll at the 9. He tried to stun behind it.
Well,
he's got a shot off the rail here, I think, though.
There's a cheeky little spinner.
Let me see here.
Yeah, he's got to just dink that.
No, he can definitely make this. It's sitting pretty good to make this off the rail.
Yeah, he's just spinning it.
Oh, he's jacking up. I don't think he needs to jack up, does he?
Well, this is where you end up hitting it too thin and bumping it into the rail. He's played it and it's come away.
Maybe he did need to jack up because he hit that. He didn't get the cue ball falling down the rail.
Well, let's just settle for Albinario might have tied for the Rack's high run of the tournament because that's now it. Done at the moment.
I'll tell you what, that's brutal. But you know, all good things have to end, right? I mean, well, they don't have to. Could have run out the whole set, but.
Well, let's just say he's in the mix at the moment. He's in the mix.
He's trying to go around the table here. Watch out, 8 ball inside pocket. Wow. Good. Pretty nice shot there.
Well, Cobra's been sitting cold for a little while. Let's hope for his sake that his focus is still full on because he's now come back to the table and he's suddenly finding there's work to do.
All right, Pop Man, that just proved that he didn't come back cold. That shot he just played to get on the 3, that was pretty sweet.
Yeah, he definitely 20/20 vision there. So down into the middle of the table here, stay well away from 8 balls and 7 ball. No, he's took the risk there.
Either that or maybe he plays better on gin. You know, who knows?
Oh, watch this cue ball. Is it bumping half the 8? Oh, he's okay. Oh, he's
got away with it.
His heart was in his mouth there. It's turned out good. Now, what does he do? Stay inside the 8. Yeah, he's inside the 8. Now, I think he might go forward here and just let that know he is. He's drawn back. Using the angle.
This is a little funny. You got to cut this enough to get on the other side of it.
Yeah, he's making sure he's not on top of it. Well, here we go. How's Cobra's break going to hold out? He might have forgotten how to break because it's been that long since he's broke.
Yeah, this is...
And 3 ball on the side. I think 8 ball on the right side, 7 on the right side. 5 and 6 is going to be a combo. And, well... He's going to be going up and down like a yo-yo here. So 1 ball up to the 2 ball, 2 ball down to the 4 ball.
Yeah, he'll take the cut on the 2, and the good news is the 4 is up table, so he's just going to roll out past the center of the table and cut the 2 here.
Well, 5 and 6. Well, you look at the 5 and 6 as a combo. That is not a pretty combo, especially considering you've got to get the cue ball half decent in that to be able to play that.
Yeah, that's not a combo
No.
that you typically are going to want to play. I would be thinking some kind of safety. And you're probably going to have to leave something on the 5. I mean, you could hit the 5 up table and pin the cue ball right on top of the 6. Try to put the 5 on the other end of the rail.
Now, is he trying to?
That would be pretty good.
I was thinking for a second there that he wasn't going to play the pot, but he is playing the pot. This needs to slow up.
And it might have been better not to play the pot there, but I mean, I don't think he had the right angle not to play it. So he'll probably try to break these out.
He could have punched that 3 rails, that 2 ball around towards the 9 ball. I don't know.
He's going to try to run into these, and if he doesn't run into it, then he'll play safe. There's no great spot for lock-up safety. You'd have to be just right underneath that 5 and roll the cue on the 6, and that's near impossible to get to.
Well, I don't know what I think
he's playing for the combo.
Is he?
No, he's playing. He just played for the combo. This is a brave move.
I think he's playing for a stopper and trying to come up behind the 9. That's what I think he's doing.
No, there's no way you'd put the cue ball here unless you were going to shoot the combo. And I don't like this play. It's either going to be a foolish play or a great shot, depending on what happens.
Well, he went for it. You were right. And where's the 5 going? 5's going over the side pocket. That's where that's going.
Well, that was a tough combo. Even in VP, that was a tough combo.
Well, it was tough. I still think he should have played the safety. I mean, he probably would have left Albinario a bank anyway at the end of the day.
Well, I would have tried to break those balls up, and if didn't get it, play some kind of safety.
Well, who's laying odds it's going all the way now, Hill? There must be strong odds for that.
Yeah.
Now this needs to bounce.
That's normal for these guys, is having those kind of matches.
Yeah. $15 apiece. Albinario back in control again. Well, with the break, that is 1917 Cobra. Oh, cue ball's gone on the side. That's what you don't want. Big scratch.
That's the huge momentum shifter there.
Now, let's have a look at the 3 ball. I think the 3 ball goes. Yep, 3 ball's got plenty of room.
But, it looked like he had a pretty good break. The cue ball got kicked. There's not, with this ball in the head spot, that's going to happen sometimes.
Potman put his foot right in it there, didn't he?
The problem is you just don't want it to happen right now when it's 15-15.
Exactly,
race to 19. And that's just, that's just the rolls. I mean, it's tough.
Well, we know that the 3 goes. He's got to be at a reasonable line in the 3 ball.
Yeah, it would be nice to be a little closer than this, but he's okay. He's just going to draw straight back, probably.
Yeah, he's actually ball straight on this 3.
Yeah, it would be nice if he's 2 feet closer.
He's just overhit it.
Well, this is why it would be nice if you're 2 feet closer, because it's a lot easier to control that draw shot when you're closer.
Big shot.
I mean, he's thinking, don't hook yourself with a 6. Well, this is tricky because it's hard to miss the 9. I mean, he might make the 9 here.
Do you think he's going to hit the 9? You think he's going to chip the 9?
I think he is. I mean, if you hit it real easy, you might not hit it. But I'd hit this firm and try to take the cue ball off the rail, hit the 9, try to make the 9, and let the cue ball come down table. And that's kind of what he did, except he didn't hit the 9. But perfect result.
Let's have a look. Right, so he's going to go forward with spin to try and get over to the right side of this 6 ball somewhere and have a shot.
He's got some choices. I would come across the table and look to play the 6 in either the corner or the side. So hit this with maybe he's putting inside on this, so he's going. I would have maybe checked this a little and come across. He's going forward with it.
Yeah, he's just trying to get above it, and that'll do it.
And that's a great shot. That's fantastic speed.
Right
That was
on the
not an
money.
easy shot to get on that.
Well, we're now in squeaky bum territory.
Yeah, and this is, I mean, this is Cobra's ability to get out on tough situations. Is he made it tough for himself, but that's part of what good players do. Is they don't get in trouble as much, and when they get in trouble, they're better at getting out of it.
Suddenly the match is all in Cobra's hands now. It was in Albinario's for a long period there. Albinario's now to sit.
Up on him breaking.
He's just got to sit and bite the nails and pray.
Every break is huge at this point.
Ball goes in, 7 ball top left, 1 ball is wide open, 2 balls wide open, and this is out.
Yeah, you would think he'd run out here.
This
is
out.
Really good.
This is exactly...
He's got a perfect angle to come back and get on the 2.
Oh yeah, this is exactly the backup you want to what, just winning that rack there. This is perfect. And this is only going to be a major malfunction not to get out.
Yeah. Yeah, if he's going to play this in the side, it's critical he gets a nice angle on this 3 ball.
I think he's playing safe.
Should be able to where he is.
Center of the table.
Yeah, I think that's a wise move because it takes away that getting funny. Little stun across here. Off the long rail.
Now, this is important because he doesn't want to be anywhere near this 8 ball on this 5. He wants to get to the 6. So this is important how he gets on this 5. It might all look simple.
He just wants angle back.
Yeah.
And he plays for going forward. I would have played for angle back on that 5.
Yeah, but he's loads of room now. This is fine. He's just got to make sure he gets here though. And he's got there now. He wants an angle. He doesn't want to be straight.
Don't get straight.
Well, he's got an angle, so
he's okay.
Well, this is where again he's just going to put maybe a bit of spin on this just to help it down there.
Oh yeah, you got to spin this one.
Yeah, that'll work. Now again, you don't nursemaid this in, do you? I mean, you can still... Do you really want to try and baby this in and hold it topside or let it run rails here? Up and down the rails is fine.
Up and down.
Oh, this has got to get there. I think he's getting there eventually. He's just getting there.
Good enough, yeah.
Well, 2 rack lead now with the break. Eight ball on the side. 1 ball's a problem.
Okay, so this is where it's very important that Cobra makes a good move here.
Yeah.
I like taking the 1 straight down the table. The 2 ball goes off the long rail, off the end rail, and comes behind the 2.
Yeah.
This is natural. It's mainly speed. You're going to have to hit this with a little bit of top, and you want the speed so the 1 ball comes straight down table to the other end rail.
That's the shot he's looking for.
He didn't hit it.
No, he's not got it there, but the 1 ball's going to get there, I think. I mean, that's good enough. I mean, Albie's still going to take it on, but the problem with that is he's got the pace to get the cut, and the cue ball's going to be hooked behind the 5, no matter what he does here, I think.
Oh, he can go up and down. I mean, he can go up to 3rd rail.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're Cobra, you missed an opportunity there to get him on the 2 ball.
Yeah, he's got to slam this. This is tough. I mean, good luck with this shot. Yeah, you see, this is the thing. It's got to keep running or he's hooked anyway.
He didn't hit it hard enough.
I could see that coming a mile away.
Does he have an edge? Nope. He's going to have to kick at this.
Yeah.
And this is a tough kick to get safe on. The way the 5 and 2 are sitting, there's no like easy control kick here where he can get safe.
Well, this was the inevitable outcome that was going to happen. He had to blast that to get that cue ball to come back down for the third time.
I still like the 2-rail kick if you can get the cue ball going.
Oh,
that's a hell of a shot. That was a hell of a shot.
That was cheeky, and it's worked out.
That looked like Efren there, and that was not an easy shot. Wow. I'm impressed. That was a tough shot.
Cobra's now... I mean, again, the kick isn't difficult in the 2. That's not the problem. But the problem is that there's wide open country. Yeah, it's wide open country, isn't it? I mean, there's not a lot of places where the cue ball's going to hide.
Well, you got to hit this with speed, because...
Well, that might do. I mean, it might end up Albinario's going to try and play the combo. I think no doubt he's going to try and play the combo.
I mean, if you're Cobra, that outcome isn't horrible, because
at least he's got to make a shot. Yeah, he's still got to make a shot.
In VP, this combo isn't too tough. I mean, you're just hitting this 2-ball into towards the right cheek or right titty, and that 9 is in.
Well, it's still a big shot if you're Albinario and trailing by 2 racks.
Sure. This is no gimme. I mean, there's no guarantee he makes this. So you would think he would, but anything could happen. He can't afford to lose this game, that's for sure.
And it goes.
Yeah,
never a doubt. Big break now again for Albinario. Everything's huge.
Oh, that cue ball.
Yeah, there's nothing doing.
Wow.
There's nothing doing, but Cobra's got no shot. Well, he's got an edge.
He got a break there.
Oh, hang on.
That cue ball was in the side pocket till the 1-ball kicked it.
Well, this is...
Albin got a little lucky there.
This is one of these commentators' eye safeties here.
Yeah, I
think that into there. I'll get my line a better colour.
You got to hit this with a little speed. The biggest problem is, I think he can get it to the far side of the 8-ball. That's what you really need. You need to get enough to get on the far side of it like that. No, he didn't hit it though.
Well, he hasn't given it legs. He hasn't given it legs.
Yeah, he needed to hit that.
Now, I don't know that Albinario can cut that. I don't think he can get it to cut it.
No, I don't think he can. I think he's going to put him on the 4. Well, that's a little tricky though, because the 1's going to try to hit the 2. This is a little tricky here. He may go to take the 1 to the side rail and use the 4 and 2. Just kind of hit a little spinner.
This is a bit tight for manoeuvring the cue ball in and around that corner pocket, isn't it?
This is touchy. You could go to the right side of the 1. I don't like it.
Is he trying to just send this? Is he trying to send the 1 to the 8-ball and just use the 2?
That's this shot is the one I like, using a 4 and 2, and he didn't not pull it off. So now I would expect he's going to be locked up behind the 2. I mean, I think Cobra is probably going to be pretty good at this shot. Well, he took kind of the simplest way, which isn't always bad, but he left a pretty easy kick. Now this is a kick and stick, so the way you hit this is you draw this ball, kind of stun it into the 1, and try to get the cue ball to sit there.
He's got to. I mean, he's fairly tight to the rail here.
Yeah. Ideally, you'd like to put a left English on this 2, but I don't think where that 2-ball is, he can. I think it's. I'm not even sure he can get complete behind. Now the other shot here is you can just hit a kind of a spinner with right English and try to get the cue ball to go to the 8. You got to hit it hard enough for the 1-ball.
He's tight to this 2-ball, by the way.
Rail.
He's tight to this 2-ball, the line he's taking.
This is a tricky shot.
Well, hang on a minute. Oh, dear.
Oh.
Oh, God. I mean, it's done everything but go in. Well, looking ahead, Cobra gets to the 7-ball. He's going to have all the room in the world to bring the cue ball down to the middle of the table and cut that 8.
Well, Cobra might have pissed his pants just a little on that shot.
Well, this 1-ball is right in the pocket. He's got to go down and have a look at that before he plays it. Yeah. That's, I mean,
That's a
at
good
least he can
shot.
see the two.
That was a very good shot, nice and controlled, and I probably would have done something stupid there.
That was
That
well
was
in the
very well
pocket,
played.
that ball.
Oh, this is just a huge game because Cobra can get out and be on the hill.
Oh, where's the
Be
4 ball
breaking.
going? Where's the 4 ball going? It's going
not
dead.
Good.
It's going dead.
Well, he's
Well,
got his choice here.
no.
He can play for the bank or he can play to run into it.
Well, I mean,
I probably would play to run into it because I think it's pretty easy to come up with a shot here, but I don't. He's got enough cut. I think he's going to play to run into this.
Well, this is a big one. Yeah, he went all out for it.
And he missed the ball.
Andy's bumped to 4, brought it into play. Andy's left Albinario. Well, he's tight to the rail. He's dead straight in the 3. Yeah. He's going to cut the 3 in and just nick out.
Here.
Yeah.
So that's everything going wrong.
Yeah.
Break out the ball and sell out. Yeah, it couldn't have gone much more wrong for Cobra.
Well, don't forget, Albinario's still going to have to deal with this 8 ball. I mean, it's not difficult to have an angle in the 7 and come up into the middle of the table and leave the cut, but then you've got to get good in the 9. So it ain't over this rack yet.
Forth. It's not over, but I think he'll get out. I mean, I think Cobra shot the right shot, just didn't get the ball.
Oh yeah, I mean, you had to go for it. You know, no doubt about that. He had to go for it. He got the hit. Well, he's not going to do something crazy here, is he? He's not going to run forward and bump the 8 and 9 here and still have a cut in the 6, is he? He's not going to do daft stuff like that.
He's not going to do that. No, there's enough room there. He's just going to play a good position. Well, that's kind of weak. Well, there's that track ball again.
Yeah, I put my water down there and disconnected my mic again. Well, here we go.
Yeah, this is just
got to get far enough down.
Just the middle of the table is all he wants. Leave himself a nice little cut angle and then just go back and forth and shoot the 9 up in the other corner.
Got to get into this area. Well, he's leaving it shallow.
See, I don't like this. I would have wanted more angle.
He has barely got there. I'll tell you that. He's barely got there. So this is going to go 3 rails again, is it? This is dangerous.
He's got his choice. I don't know what he's going to do. But I would have wanted more angle here and gone straight back and forth. He may go 3 rails with this angle.
Oh, this is dangerous.
It looks like he's going back and forth.
Yeah. Watch this cue ball. This could get ugly very quickly here.
I'm not sure what he's doing.
No, I'm not sure either.
High.
I'm not convinced what he's doing.
A little on the high side. I got no clue what he's doing. It looks funny to me. He's got a little right English on it.
I think he's just cutting it and coming
forward more than he wants.
He's trying to put the cue ball back where the 8 ball is. I think that's what he's trying to do.
Yeah, he's going to be further down the rail with where the Q-tip is.
Yep, that's good. That's perfect.
And he hit it good.
That is stonewall perfect.
Yep, very good.
Don't catch the middle knuckle. You're well off the rail. You've got loads of room. Don't let it play in your mind.
And it's another Donnybrook.
Well, here we are.
How many times has it been out between these two?
Well, it's not a hill yet, but it's getting there.
I got to go to the bathroom, and I know what's going to happen. This match won't get over until
3 ball on the side,
ready to start.
1 ball in the corner. Oh, and the 2 ball is dodgy. And it's even dodgier with the 8 ball. Now, what does he do here? Can he get to that 2 to try and play a bank?
No. He doesn't have enough of it, I don't think.
Oh, I tell you,
it will go long.
He might be convincing himself that it does. I don't know.
Maybe it does. It's very close. It's very close. He's a little thin, but the ball's going to throw.
Oh, this is.
I think he might have this bank.
This is one of these ones where you toss the coin and decide you go for it or you don't.
Yeah,
isn't it?
No, I think this does go. It'll throw enough. I definitely think.
I mean, he might get really lucky and go in off the edge of the 6. You never know what might happen here.
Yeah. You don't want to baby this because I think it's not an easy shot because not only is the pot hard, but getting on the 5-ball is no gimme either.
Nah, I think
he's going to shoot it. He's
think
actually putting a little English on it too.
He's making his mind up. He's got to go for it. Oh, it's catching the knuckle, is it? Oh, yeah. Oh.
God.
Well, it did everything but go in. Knocked in the door twice.
Wow. That was a pretty good attempt.
Now, it's a thin edge. Does Cobra check this up to come back down the same side for the 5 into the top corner? Or is it too thin? No, that's what he's trying. He's checking it up. Yeah, that's well done.
And he said it good.
Yeah, he's all good to go. So got to get anywhere up the top side of the table to play this 6 on the side. Don't hit it soft. Anyway, even if you're up in the top right hand corner pocket up there, that you still play the 6 ball. You've got to just make sure you're there, that you're not below it. And that'll do. And this'll, I mean, if has he got the angle just to roll to the rail and come out? Yes, he has. That's perfect. You just bump the rail, come out onto the 7.
Yeah, he's going to be on the hill and breaking for the match.
Is there one more twist?
Knowing how it goes against these two, there probably is.
Is he thought going forward with a wee bit of checkness just to come back into line? Yeah. So it's one hell of a break to come for Cobra. And it could be the nightmare scenario that I talked about earlier. Well, let's be honest, the 1917 is pretty good odds bill at the moment. Oh, balls have gone in. Oh, he's not good in the 1. He's not good in the 1. No, he's got to duck and dive here, hasn't he?
This is safety time here.
Oh yeah. Now how do you come up with a decent safety here?
Well, you got a couple choices. You can play off either side of it. You can go forward with a little spinner.
No, there's a shot, Steve, there. That's a shot there. You send, not that line there. You send it into the 7 and the 8, and you bring the cue ball off that rail and down here into the high country. That's what you do.
I don't know that you have to go off the 7 here. He's gonna go thin edge.
Oh, he's going the other way. Well, he's going the other way with the cue ball. That works.
Yeah, excellent shot.
That's a better idea than mine.
I mean, well, this is what you want, because this is a tough kick. I mean, that's just not like a so safe. That's a really good safe.
Well, the good thing about the 8 ball
side, one rail behind the 5 ball.
Yeah, he's not got the long rail on the far side because the 8 ball's in the way.
He can kick behind the 5, but he's going to have to hold it up a little.
Yeah. He's looking at the 8, trying to convince himself he can get it from there. There's no way you're getting to that 1 ball from that side.
He needs to go past the 5 and hit it with a little draw and some English. He's going 2 rails right now. Or maybe he's trying to lock up the 4.
Well, wait a minute here. Is he trying to go?
He's trying to lock the 4 ball up.
Well, that didn't work.
Yeah.
Well, it's a 1-9 combo. Albie wasn't thinking. Albie's mind went a complete blank there. He wasn't thinking. He didn't look at the 1 and he didn't look at the 9. He's gone pear-shaped at the last minute.
I think he saw Popman's advice.
Yeah. Oh, what a big boo-boo by Albinario. He went to lock up the 4, didn't get there, and then he's ended up gifting it to Cobra, and Matt gifted it to Spectre Dawn last night, and well, there you go.
Yes.
Cobra 19, Albinario 17. Oh dear.
Albinario just said, "LOL, should have looked at that."
Exactly the point. He wasn't even thinking. You know what happens if I don't get this, don't get a rail or whatever, and ball in hand, easy 1-9 combo. Right, let's have a look at these stats. That's going to be interesting because we're all wondering whether Albinario got a 5 high run or whatever. Well, Rax ran anyway, I should say. Albinario. Well, Cobra's worst nightmare for any of the guys who were late in joining with what I said earlier tonight, that Cobra's worst nightmare is getting a good win over Albinario like he's done tonight, and then ended up having to face him in the final and getting brutalised by Albinario in the final, because I think that's happened previously. Cobra. Now Cobra's, there he is. This could be interesting. I wonder what the break starts like. Well, the break start's actually pretty good. I mean, Albinario's out in front, only slightly. Runouts from the break, Albinario 7, Cobra 5. 83, but Albinario's kept his percentage up all the way through the tournament. He had one scratch, that was a vital scratch he had. Cobra at 77. Let's see the 9-ball stats. Rack's high run was only 4. So he's done that twice, Albinario. He's done it twice in the tournament.
I don't know, it's tough. Albin just spotted him too many games.
Mm-hmm.
I think if he started better, it might have been a different story, but it's
and Albinario,
going to be Cobra in the hot seat.
I'm trying to remember when Albinario missed a money ball. Obviously he did. He's a 93%. And surprisingly, Cobra's Rack's high run was only 1. Only 1 during the match. So that is it, folks. We now have Cobra in the final. So he's got a little break. We need to have a look at the bracket to see what the deadline is here, because I haven't a clue what the deadline date is. It is May the 31st.
Everybody's focused on the Boo Boo Albin made that last rack, but you got to give Cobra some credit. That was a fine safety he played.
Well, yeah, and but Albinario, he didn't contemplate all his options there before he committed, and he fell right into the trap. And Cobra had ball in hand with a 1-9 to win it. That was a laugh up your sleeve moment. Right, so what's the day's date? Is this the 26th?
26th, so they've got 5 days.
5 days for the one-loss side final. Albinario up against Spectre Dawn, so the big challenge for Spectre Dawn is now. Let's have a look earlier in this tournament. Who sent who where in this tournament? Has Albinario and Spectre Dawn been involved at any point during the tournament in the winner's side? Let's have a look.
No, I don't think.
I don't think they have.
Albin at Senna, was it?
Albinario and Acero.
Semi-pro.
Well, of course, Albinario's obviously got to the hot seat match. Cobra and Bedhead. Cobra and well, anyway.
Yeah.
I'm too tired to look at it anymore. Right, so at some point over the next few days, Spectre Dawn and Albinario get set out for their match, and then I never checked. What's the deadline for the final? Deadline for the final is the 5th of June. One other thing just to have a quick look at, which we'll do from the lobby, is that one. The Cowboy Virtual World Championship. We've had that result with Larry and Chiku. The matches in the schedule, we've got Coldest Pillow and this guy Progressive Pool. I wonder if he's going to show, or if that's just going to be a forfeit. We're all wondering, but that'll be Tuesday evening at 6:30.
I don't think that's going to be a forfeit.
You think he's going to show up? Well, we'll soon see.
Yeah.
I'll be going to bed at that time because then I'll be up later for my match with Spudboy at 10:30 on Tuesday evening. We've got Fast Eddie arranged his match with Tam, and that's going ahead next Saturday evening. So I'll be there for that one. That starts at 5 o'clock. Now again, that could be a 3-hour match, 3.5 hours. But at 5 o'clock, that's a good time for me. So I'll get an early dinner, and I'll be there for that. Are you want to give us any updates that are happening with VP4? Are you keeping that all under a shroud at the moment.
That's all under wraps. It's
Right, well, we
big
wait.
shroud.
Well, you did say in a previous stream there that it'll be sooner rather than later, so that gets everybody starting thinking. So when you say sooner rather than later and it turns out that it's 2025 before something happens, then we'll be annoyed. You know what I mean? Do you get my drift?
Well, I'll probably annoy you. I'm good at that, aren't I?
Oh, you certainly are, yeah. Right, well, it was a good match. Albinario battled all the way to get back into it, and then he made a big boo-boo. I think that summarises it pretty well.
Yeah.
But Cobra's worst nightmare is still a possibility, so don't rest on your laurels, Cobra.
Well, Albin's got to get past Spectre Dawn.
And
That's
we've
not
got
going to be an easy match.
Yeah, we cannot take our eyes off Spectre Dawn going for his maiden Virtual World Championship. It's going to be tough. You've got to beat the best. That's what Spectre Dawn's up against. He's going to have to take Albinario down. Good luck to him on that one. And good night to everybody. Thanks for your company, Steve.
Good night, everybody.
Hope you all enjoyed it. I'm off for a bed, and we will see you again very soon. Take care. See you later, folks.